Hey guys, how you doing? It's Will Caban. Have you ever worked with a VA buyer that was looking specifically at condos? And we all know condos present their own set of challenges. And of course, working with VA buyers usually has a presumption of presenting its own set of challenges. So when you put the two together, naturally a lot of people think that it's going to be complicated. But on the contrary, VA has an open list of condos that have been reviewed and approved that you can actually access, and I want to go through that with you, but also explain some of the process, because you'd be surprised to find out a few different facts that are positive when it comes to VA and condos. So the first fact, when you combine FHA and conventional loans and the amount of condos that are approved for both, there's more VA approved condos than both of them combined. So that's the first fact. The second fact is that when a condo goes through a review process and is on the approved list for VA, it's typically approved for life, with the exception of some documentation. The only thing that we really need is master insurance policy. So that's the other benefit. Without further ado, I do want to walk you through the process of how to actually look for your own VA approved condos when you have your own VA buyers. So for starters, what we're going to do is we're going to look at Googling approved VA condo list. It's probably the easiest way to get to the website. You have to access the VA's technical website, and the way to do that would be to either click on the direct link, which I'll include either in the comments or in the description, or you can simply just Google approved VA condo list. And when you do that, what's going to happen is it'll pull you to their approved section. It's very simple to do this. So all you got to do if you want to look at an approved list is you click on approved. The difference if you click on approved or not approved is if you click on approved, it's only going to show you that condos that have been approved. If you click on not approved, and I'm going to do that just for the sake of showing you different types of statuses, which will help you determine whether something might be approved or whether it might not be, or if something was reviewed in the past and maybe it wasn't approved, and you might be able to see some explanations as to why. So ultimately, what you're going to do is you're just going to go to the city, and by doing that, you're going to type, for me, it's going to be Miami. And then I'll put my state as Florida. And that's basically it, right? I'll click submit. And when I click submit, you're going to see pages and pages and pages of different condos that have been reviewed. Again, keep in mind, this is not the approved list. This is 384 condos that have been found in total. So if I go down to, say, the 34 Southwest 14th condo, and I click on the plus button, what's going to end up happening is it's going to give me a lot of information. It's going to be the name, it's going to give me the actual address, and it's going to say what the status is. So in this case, it's accepted without conditions, which means that it's basically approved. So let's look at another one. Over here, this is approved as well. When you look at the status, it says HUD accepted. That's another tell that is a status update that shows you that this has been accepted and is approved. So if you look at the date was back in 2002, a while ago. Let's look at this last one. And again, you see it's accepted without any conditions. And I'm trying to see if there's any that are not. Okay, here we go. So the 3161 Ohio condo, you see status says rejected. It tells you the date. It tells you review completion date. So ultimately, this could be a really useful tool for you when you're looking for condos for VA buyers. A lot of VA buyers don't even know that this database exists, so by you working with them in this capacity, it can make it really useful for you. So if I go back to new search and now I click on approved, and now let's say I click on Miami and I put Florida, I press submit. By doing that, you see it goes down to 304. So that's 304 condominiums that have been approved in Dade County alone, just in Miami alone, which is substantially more than FHA and conventional loans have combined. So again, you go to whichever condos that you feel might be useful. Another way that you could search this is you could actually put the name of a condo and see if it's ever been reviewed. So when I do name of a condo, I usually will put the actual name and keep approved unchecked, because I want to know if it's been reviewed, if it's ever been approved, if there's any notes in there for the reason why it might be rejected. So that's a really important reason, or an important thing to keep in mind. And in terms of the offices, I really don't check anything. I just keep it open. The reason I do that is because you never know if one office had reviewed a condo for another office, and that'll be the safest thing for you. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, any comments, please feel free to link below, and go from there. Take care.